Hello, I'm Jon Martin. I live in the southeast of England, and I wanted to say a few words about the HOBA Business Transformation Playbook and Accelerator Program. I've been working in and around IT for over 30 years, 25 or more of those as an independent consultant. And one of the hats I've worn is as an enterprise architect. So I have been certified in using the Open Group Architecture Framework, or TOGAF, which Heath mentions on the course, as a best practice approach of trying to get business and IT to sort of talk to one another to help with the transformation process. But as Heath says in the course, it's very emphasised on technology rather than the business. So I've been looking at various other materials to see and try and plug that gap. And about 7 months ago, I came across the playbook on Amazon, bought it, downloaded it, read through the digital version over a couple of weeks, and was really impressed by the thoroughness of the approach and the arguments given for why the business side of enterprise architecture perhaps has been omitted a little bit from other methods, and how this can help plug the gap towards doing that. At the time, it wasn't convenient for me to do the accelerator program, but I signed up for the mailing list and consumed some of those materials, and again was thoroughly impressed by the HOBA approach and Heath's sort of tenacity of describing and passion around doing those things. So I eventually did sign up for the accelerator course, and I'm really glad I did. It's a 6-week course, and it does closely follow the playbook, with each with there being like a module for each part of each phase of the program, and also for each blueprint. But it's much more than just repeating sort of verbatim what's in the book. It's a summary for each of those elements of the course, and there's a PowerPoint set of slides that you can download. There's blueprints for each of the blueprints that you can again download and fill in as a blank template, and you get an audio version of the material as well. So you can build a library of things that you can just tap into and just review the things that you need. The course itself is very flexible. It's sort of a self-study, self-paced course, and a key part of the course isn't, say, just looking at and listening to what's in the book. It's sort of presented in a much more sort of a digestible way, and there's a separate case study throughout the materials, so that you get another opportunity to sort of look from a different angle on how it all fits together. And a key part of the course is actually you rolling your sleeves up and getting involved in using your own projects as examples to fill in the templates that you get given, so that you're sort of practicing it and learning from your own experience rather than just listening to what Heath says. Heath's benefit is that obviously he's the creator of the course. He's got a lot of knowledge and passion for the material he's created, and that really comes across in the audio presentation side of the course. So again, that really helps sort of embed in you sort of what the course is all about. So so what have I got out of the course? Well, I only passed sort of 3 or 4 weeks ago, so I've not put it fully into use end to end. And probably like many of you, I sort of work in an organisation, and you need an opportunity to sort of sell the idea of a different approach to sort of peers and managers to be able to sort of do it end to end. But I've certainly embraced those bits I can, and on a couple of projects involving some business analysts, I've tried to introduce some of the blueprints and get those produced so that we can see how those work in a real organisation. And also the PowerPoint materials that you get, you can sort of pick and choose some of the slides that Heath's already put a lot of work into, to go into your own slides to help sell some of the concepts, some of the gaps that are perhaps in preventing organisations at the moment from transforming effectively. So if you get the opportunity, I'd highly recommend both the book and particularly the course. I think you get a lot of material that's value for money, and as I say, you get sort of direct access to Heath and his passion to help embed the tools and techniques of the sort of digital transformation playbook approach into your sort of daily lives. So I hope you find this useful, and I'm really glad I did the course, and I'm looking forward to using that process and the blueprints on real life projects that I get involved in. Thanks a lot. Take care.